What's going on, guys? Chris Atwood here with the NJDJN's new series, The Member of the Month. And our Member of the Month for February is none other than a good friend of mine and a great DJ, John Depalma of All Star Entertainment. Congratulations, John.
Hey, thanks for having me, Chris. It's truly an honor.
Awesome, awesome. Basically what this series is all about is just getting to learn a little bit about our fellow members. I know myself don't know a lot about all of our members, so hopefully I get to do this and try to get to meet and know a little bit more about who they are, what's their personal lives like, and how they DJ, I guess.
I think it's a great idea.
Cool, cool. So let's get started. I guess we'll start with your start. How did you get into the DJ business or industry? How did you start DJing?
I started in 1995. Way back when I was in the rock scene, and my dad worked for the sheriff's department. Another sheriff had a DJ business. His name was Mark Muscatello, and he was expanding. So he was shopping around for some extra talent, and my dad came up to him one day and said, "You know, my son, he thinks he's Bon Jovi."
Still do.
Still do, yeah, still do. So he gave me a shot, brought me in his basement, and taught me the electric slide, which was really big back then. So I did really well.
I wonder if new DJs still learn stuff like that. I wonder if new guys that come in still train for electric slide, and I don't know.
That was the audition. It was 1, 2, 3, left. 1, you're great, you're hired.
I can imagine. I understand. So he said, learn electric slide.
Electric slide. So he took me on the road, and I started off as a roadie carrying his stuff, and then became an MC, and then started working for him, and then started picking up jobs with other companies. So before you know it, I was working for 15 different DJ companies. So
we've all been there.
Yeah, I was a DJ gypsy. I would open up a box and I say, "Who am I tonight? Am I a DJ A, DJ Q?" But soon enough, you started realizing you could make more money if you got your own equipment. So I went out and made the investment and bought one set of equipment, and then I essentially started my own business. Except when you first start, nobody really rings your phone right away. So I'm still working for another 15 guys, and I get my own job occasionally. And then, of course, the evolution of time becomes where you do good work, people refer you, catering halls start referring you, and suddenly you're getting more and more jobs. And now I'm working for the subcontractors less because I'm too busy with my own work. And then, so suddenly I go from 90% contractor to 10% my own work, and now it's 90% my work. And now I have hardly any time to take sub works, and then finally happens, the phone rings for a second call for the same date. So you're like,
cha-ching,
now I have to hire somebody. so that I went and subbed out a second person, then finally hired somebody, and now I'm up to 4 people. So
awesome.
It's just here it is 16 years later. I just kind of feel like if you do the right thing, you get the referrals, they begin to call, and everything's kind of fallen into place. I couldn't be happier.
Very cool, very cool. So you said you have a staff. Do you still do events, or do you just book it out, or do you actually still entertain and MC events?
Oh no! I mean, the best part for me is actually entertaining. The sales is part of the business. We're all doing everything, as you know. We're everything from sales to accounting to staffing to stock to loading in a sense. But I'm definitely on the front line every week. That's my highlight, is actually getting out to the party more so than the sale.
Good, good, good. One thing I love about John, the way he entertains and just your personality, is you're very positive, upbeat, and I guess that has a lot to do with your other career as a Disney cast member,
yes.
Which I think is so exciting, so unique. You have this guy who's a diehard Jet fan, a diehard Yankee fan, and has Tinkerbell on his walls. Oh. But it's part of the personality that makes you you. He has Disney memorabilia. I know a couple people also in our industry is big Disney nuts. And I guess tell us a little about the evolution of DJing and Disney. How does that work together, and some of your experiences down at Disney?
Okay. Well, I live down there full time, and I came back up here to kind of start my DJ career. But I continue to go down there seasonally, so I'm considered a seasonal cast member. I'm there Christmas, Easter, and after 9/11, typically when we're very busy. So we're doing extra parades and fireworks. And I work operations on Main Street, just being in charge of making sure the parade, the crowd, and everything is rolling. But really, what I really love is in between the parades, I get to make magic on the streets, so to speak. So they kind of entrust me to go out there and do the right thing and try and create memorable experiences for our guests. So I mean, it's really heartwarming because I'm really big on the philosophy, when you give, you get. so to speak. I'll give you an example of a magical moment, as we call it. I mean, you kind of get the name or you don't, but at Disney, that's what we call like sort of our unforgettable loving experiences. I'll be on Main Street, and here is a young lady coming down the street with her mom. Maybe the daughter's like 9 years old or something, and she's bald. And the mom is bald also. So I mean, I don't know if you could figure out probably what happened, but the kid is going through cancer, and she lost all her hair, and the mom decided that she was going to shave her head so she wouldn't have to go through it alone.
Wow.
So and you begin to pick up on these signals when you see people every day. And so I'm standing on Main Street in between parades, and so I kind of step in front of them. Hey folks, you want a photo together? And really, if you can stop anyone and get them to talk for a second, they'll tell you everything about them. They'll be like, well, we're here on a honeymoon, or I just beat cancer, or this is our last trip, unfortunately, or I mean, people will tell you everything. So of course they told me, she was going through treatments and yada yada, and she had this dirty ice cream stained Cinderella T-shirt on. So overall, I took their photo, and we have a Cinderella kind of reserved at that time backstage for magical moments that we can sort of go tap on if we need to. So I kind of said, listen, would you like to meet Cinderella and everything else? And of course, the girl like jumped out of her skin and everything else. I said, I can arrange that. But I said, you can't go see Cinderella looking like that and everything else. So overall, we took them over to the gift shop, and we signed them out a dress, a tiara, shoes, and a wig for her to go meet her idol in a sense. So they entrust me to sort of create magic like that. I mean, what did it really cost the company? It cost us pennies to make that stuff. But so we brought her over to meet Cinderella, and she got to spend time with her, and hugs and kisses, and signed her autograph book and everything else. And then before we were done, the kid turned to me and she wanted me to sign her autograph book as well. So it's very, very touching. So it's like stuff like that. That I just love being a part of at Disney. I know it's a 5-minute answer there, but
I mean, it's powerful stuff. Really I think about some magical moments I wouldn't mind.
right. Yeah, but so I kind of take that magic that I get down there and just the ethics of it all, and I bring it back up here to DJ, because we're not the cool, crude, rude DJs. I mean, we're like the fun, entertaining. We're going to do what it takes. We're going to go the extra mile. I mean, we kind of sell that. We kind of sell the brides that we're going to make your dreams come true. It's going to be a seamless affair. You're not going to have to worry about anything, and everything is going to be perfect. And I kind of take the Disney logic and all the training from Disney University and bring it up here, and I kind of train our DJs on that. So whether it's the same show, whether it be Paula, who is cuter, and Chris is taller, I tell everyone's trained on the same Disney ethics.
Cool. Yeah, my magical moment would be like a nice new Serato's TTM 62 or something.
There you go, Chris!
Wow! I love that Disney!
Sign your autograph.
Awesome. So, cool. Disney and your beginning. I guess tell us a little about what you bring out with your production. Do you have any new toys? Anything that really excites you when you go do events? What do you mainly do? What kind of events?
We're an all-occasion service, but we really focus our attention on weddings. And super sweet 16s. I mean, I like weddings the most because, like a bride and groom, they've been thinking about this day sometimes their whole life. I mean, brides have been playing with their Barbie dolls, and here it is their day, finally. They've been planning, so it's just really fun and exciting to be at the ship steering this all the way through. And then when it's all over, I just love when she comes up to us and she's like, you made our dreams come true, just like at Disney anyway. Everything was perfect. It was better than we ever could have imagined. That makes me just warm and fuzzy. I just love hearing things like that. I just love when I get the the comment cards in the mail, and everyone was just so happy. They're writing how people were still talking about our wedding today. You went the extra mile. Thank you. So I like weddings the most because of that. But then Sweet 16s are fun too because we're doing super Sweet 16s now. We're bringing out the crazy lights, the intelligent lighting. I'm doing a laser show. Black lights, so we're really blowing up the room into a club-like setting. Like every kid wants that New York City club feel. So I mean, we think we're doing a great job, executing that kind of vision. I mean, the photos we have now on our website and Facebook, it pretty much just sells the party. And then every kid I'm doing, every Sweet 16 girl, I'm doing the next 10, in that school. So that's been very successful for us.
Awesome. So predictions. We had a tough year with the Jets this year, right? How do you think the Yankees are going to do this year?
Well, the Yankees, you have pride, tradition. You're the most successful franchise in baseball, and the Jets just drop me on my head every year. But I mean, the last 2 years we went to the AFC Championship, and I was making plans to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And so I had a ticket with insurance on it, purchased, and plans. It was going to be so much fun in Dallas, where it was last year. The year before, it was going to be in Miami. This year, it's in Indianapolis. Like, what do they have there? Like a Hard Rock Cafe? So at least if they didn't go, I'm glad they didn't go this year.
Yeah.
I think it's in San Diego next year. So
Awesome.
that'll be a fun city there. Yeah.
Thank you so much, John. You're definitely a guy with great business ethics, great passion for life, great passion for, I think, doing the right thing. And you're also our social director. You're planning a couple trips throughout the year. Last year, you did the Halloween trip, right? We did also Conan, was it, not Conan?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
And Dave Letterman.
And Dave Letterman. And this year, I'm sure John, as our social director, is going to lead us to a couple more things. So
yes.
Thank you so much, John, our member of the month for the month of February.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for more information on John Depalma, All-Star Entertainment, please log on to
www.allstarentertainmentnj, as in New Jersey.com.
And also, you can make sure you check him out on Facebook, him personally, or preferably his fan page for All-Star Entertainment. And thank you so much, dude.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So once again, this is our Member of the Month segment for the month of February 2012, and we hope to see you soon.